Mpulse Summit is a faith-based empowerment experience. We also have our hands-on learning where you can participate in interactive workshops. We have business and branding growth where you can learn how to elevate your brand. We have personal and professional breakthroughs where we walk away with action. Celebration of excellence is what we have too, where we honor those icons and legends, game changers who have shaped the industry. I suggest you be a part of history, for this is our 7th year and it's going to be our biggest yet. Be a part of the movement. Be a part of the life-changing of Mpulse Summit. Hello, everyone. It's your girl, Missionary. And it is time for the Restore Now podcast. And we are super excited that we are gearing up for bigger and bigger and bigger things. I'm the visionary founder, and I'm here simply to empower, inspire, and impact the minds of millions one at a time. It is restoration time. And Joel 2:25 says, let's rebuild, let's revive, and let's restore the things that was lost and stolen. September 27th through the 29th, we will be at the Hilton in Charlotte, North Carolina for Mpulse Summit 2025 Restore. Will you be there? How many different events that we have? An off-site event, day event, the MIM, the PPB, the Sunday Post with Pastor Major Jones, Men on Pause, Cream, Gala Award, and the release. All of these things and many more. It's a 3-day education experience that we will restore you spiritually, personally, and professionally. It's educational sessions, mainstay workshops, interactive hands-on classes. It's a spiritual enrichment gathering, one like no other. Hey, we're looking out for the futures. Are you? 1 day, $75. 2 days for $99, and that's included with a swag bag. We care about our future at Mpulse Summit. Now, we are looking for our last seats for the Signature VIP. We only have 10 left. By the time you see this, there may be none. Probably sold out. But it's okay because we have another opportunity and so many more for you to get there. What comes along with the Signature VIP? You get your personal signature on paraphernalia. You get out of 5 virtual hands-on classes, you get 3 led by your expert-led sessions tailored for your goals. Premium seating and visibility at all the events. Signature promotion package means custom opportunities to enhance your brand visibility. That's what we're offering for a limited premium our Signature VIP. But if you want to get in a room, we are having it for only $299. That's networking, that's nightly lock-in, Sunday Post, release spiritual gather, intimate classes, workshops, focused total package discussing main stage industry, events, and product presentations. All of these can be found September the 27th through the 29th for this. Now, leading up into this, we have the Regroup Tour coming to a city and state near you. Networking Niche, where we are bringing premium network education event designed for the beauty and barber industry together. If you're looking to partner with us in our 2025 partnership packages, just simply let us know and we can email you with our partnership packages. If you get the QR code, it's right here on the screen, or you can go to stanstore/Mpulse Summit. It's time to restore. It's time to revive, and it's time to rebuild. Let's do it. Mpulse Summit is in Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, let me say this. I am so excited about this gentleman that's about to be on this podcast because I've been knowing him, watching him. And so many people have been bragging on him. My cousin, she's been bragging on him for many years about how he is as a professional, how he is as a seasoned cosmetological entrepreneur, as a businessman. I can go on and on and on. He resides in Columbia, South Carolina, where he has one of the most amazing platforms of salons there in Columbia, South Carolina. I call him friend, I call him brother, but I call him more than that, a man of God. Y'all, please welcome to the Center Podcast, Mr. John P. Elliott.
Everybody, what's up?
They said, wait a minute. I don't think they understand. So I think they need to stop right now. Just live with somebody. Go ahead and tag somebody. Say, listen, Micheline is on the line with John T. Elliott in Columbia, South Carolina. And it's getting real. It's a professional hair design and day spa. I've personally been there quite a few times myself. And it is in Columbia, South Carolina, 1004 Fontaine Road in Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. This gentleman has trained millions and thousands of people, 35 plus years in the beauty industry. He's an educator. He's a community builder. He's a faith-driven servant leader. It's so many facets to this gentleman. Like, he has legs on top of legs on top of legs. They stretch out all over the place. So, John, listen, I'm just telling you, I'm a big fan of yours because, like I said, before I knew you, I heard of you. And that was through my cousin Melanie that believes in you tremendously. She was like, Mitch, I'm telling you this, John is professional. He gets my hair right. He comes early in the morning. Stay like, I knew your hours before you could tell me, right?
Yeah.
And then I experienced coming to your salon and day spa. Like, it was dope how you just change and transform your building into a living legacy. Like, you have been doing it now, like you said, 38 plus years?
35, a little over 35.
35 years.
Yeah.
So, listen, being there with all the things that you're doing, what keeps you going?
It's the love and the passion of the industry. I mean, I never even planned to do hair. Kind of fell into it, if that's what you want to say. But once I got a better understanding of the industry and how you could grow and go and just do all the things that I wanted to do with basically another job that I was interested in, which was being an architect. So, I had my challenges like everybody else, a little doubtful, but early on, God started putting my path in order before I knew. Being raised in a single parent home, I had to take care of my younger sister. So mom was at work. I had to get her ready for school, do her hair. And, I started running into roadblocks, obstacles, like was ready to go to college, but, didn't have the finances. Grades were average, which I'm not ashamed of. Right. And like most of us when we were young, I wasn't really thinking at that time of applying myself in that manner. But little by little, one thing started happening. Then I got into the industry, and I mean, once sort of say like boots hit the ground, I just started running with it.
Yeah. So that was your first draw that you was starting doing your sister hair when she was young. So that's what.
Yeah. I didn't want to do it. People kept telling her all the time her hair was gorgeous. Who does your hair? Who does your hair? And she's like, my brother. And she's like, well, these people want you to do their hair. And I was like, nah, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to do that.
Right.
But
that's what you want.
So when I ran into that wall with college, I had a light bulb moment. Like, well, you know what? I'm going to go to college, but what's on the college campuses? Girls. Nothing but girls. And I'm going to do hair while I'm getting my learning. And, so that was how I did it. But, like everything else, you meet people. Here again, God puts things in place. In class, just chilling, going through the motions, getting frustrated with the mannequin. One day out of the blue, we get not so much as a motivational speaker, but someone who come in would talk to the students that ran a successful salon in Columbia. Here again, light bulb moment.
Yeah.
Bam. Where everything this guy was saying, it was just like he was feeding me. He was just loading me up while everybody else was tripping and laughing. It was just like registering with me.
Yeah.
And then after that day, my instructor said I was a different student.
That's good. That's what kept that passion, because you seen something and it wasn't you seen that need, right? I'm in college, I got hair. I can make money and still learn at the same time and take care of the things I need to take care of.
Right.
And it took someone to jolt you and to show you that it's bigger than hair.
It is much more bigger.
that you found comfortable in doing in your space, and then it just started growing because I seen that, right?
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
graduated from Kenneth Schuler,
yeah.
and I received training from Dudley and top mentors, like, right? What was the most important lesson that stuck with you from all of these training? Because even now we met you in a training situation.
Right. Well, first of all, let me give kudos to you. One of my number one mentors that I've always loved, respected, and looked up to. And I first saw you at Dudley, and you left an impression on me that was so strong. I mean, I didn't even know you were kin to Melanie.
Yeah.
But the impression of you and the way you carried yourself, the way you were able to just bring everybody together. I mean, it was just like an aura on you. And you, along with Deidre, were Deidre Clay, you two were the two that had such an important moment for me, as well as Paul Robinson, who was another mentor of mine. As a matter of fact, I admired him so much. His salon is named Paul Robinson Professional Hair Design. Mine is named John T. Elliott Professional Hair Design. So seeing you and seeing all the way that stylists were able to come together, it was the first time in a setting, Mitch, where I ever saw so many people of color be united and be on one page.
Aligned.
I mean, literally at graduation at Dudley, I mean, I had tears flowing because the overall experience was just about love and teamwork and growing and, just togetherness. And I had never experienced anything like that before.
Yeah. And I think that's what's missing now is that they, if you ever get that feeling, like it's like a taste for something. Like once I get it, I'm chasing it and I want that feeling again. And I got to go back there and pay the price to get that feeling, that taste.
You're right.
I wouldn't do that. One thing I know about you, you are a very faithful person. You are a very loyal person. What you say is what you do, and what they see is who you are, right? So you got faith, service, leadership. You're in your church doing so many things. The name John T. Elliott, like, it's in lights. And people say it. When you came in the room, they was like, is that John? I was like, yeah, that's John. No, I was like, yeah, that's John. I was excited to say that. So it stands for more than just styling. It's a name tied to faithfulness. It's a name tied to compassion. It's so many things. How did you build that kind of brand representation? Because there's so many people who feel like they got to change who they are and fit in, but you went against the grain. You stood against the grain, and now it's John T. Elliott forever. That someone always going to remember that.
Right, and I would have to say one of the key things is remaining humble. I truly believe in this industry that we're clouded with so many larger than life people, or people that we feel like we can't talk to or relate or touch, or they would not care about someone like me. So I try to remain humble and know that it would not gratify or please God if I were to grow a swelled head, because I tell everybody that road getting up there or trying to get up to that top, it's a fight, it's a struggle every day. But that fall can come so quick. And I've seen that in the industry so many times with other professionals. And so I know that God has been good to me.
Yeah.
And he's not blessed me for me to keep my blessings to myself.
Right.
That's the biggest problem I have with people, regardless of this industry or any position you hold. If you've been blessed to be a blessing.
That's it.
So you need to give, and the more you give, just watch God and how he will pour back into you. Now, I'm not saying sometimes we pour so much till, that jar gets a little heavy sometimes.
Yeah.
But for me, giving is a way for me to receive joy.
Yeah.
And so the leadership with kids, I'm always trying to help kids, because a lot of people are not aware, and I don't like to talk about it too often, but it was hard coming up for me and my mom and my younger sister. I saw the struggles of my mother cleaning hotels.
Yes.
And The income was little to nothing.
Yeah.
I couldn't hang out with everybody else like I wanted to as a child, because I had to help raise my younger sister.
Right.
And it's something I don't talk about too much because it's I can remember those struggles, and I thank God so much for them, because at that point he was preparing me then.
He was building you.
Yeah.
I always tell people that when you're struggling for something, that means you're leading to something.
Yeah.
Not a struggle or a fight, then it's not God.
Right.
Right? We think it's easy, John, but I've watched you. People come, people go in and out your life, but you have maintained.
Yeah, I have to.
You are consistent. I know that for a fact. Yeah, and you saying about how you seen the struggles of life, and I was just finished talking about that. I thank God for them struggles.
That's right. Amen.
Prepare you for something elevating you. That's right. The rest. That's allowing you to breathe above the rest. That's allowing you to soar above the rest, and not fit in, but soar above.
That's right. That's right. Because so many times we want to be tied to a person, sometimes for the wrong reasons. And all of us are different. I will never forget the support that you gave me when we were running when I say this to anyone who's listening to me, on top of you, we don't get that a lot anymore from people. We're so busy trying to be all about us. We don't even want to take the time to help somebody else.
That's it.
And that's where your blessing is going to come in at.
That's it.
So for you to do what you did for me, it's just a way for me to stay humble and watch and learn from you and pass that knowledge on to somebody else.
That's it.
So that they can get an understanding about our faith. And then you find yourself getting put in places of leadership, like where you are now. I mean, like, I've just seen you over the years. Me and you know each other. We've been there. We've talked. I know things, that only me and you know. But yet you stayed fast to the course.
Yes.
And God has just continued to elevate. And that's what our God will do. He'll just continue to elevate us.
Yes. Even when we don't understand it.
Right.
Even we don't understand it.
Why me?
That's it. Why me? But those seeds that we're planting, that God is collecting all those tears, all those we're doing, we can say, coming from a little town in South Carolina, God is like, listen, no, you gonna be here. This is where I want to pull you, and then I need you to pull other people up with you, and I need you to make sure that you push other people.
That's right. That's right. Amen.
Not competition, because even when we was going through that, and I'm like, no, John, do this, do that. Like, I was encouraging you because I want to see you win. Yeah, and when you win, that's what I win.
That's right. That's right.
What happens when I allow somebody else, when I help somebody else get up, I know for a fact John gonna pull me up.
That's right.
Your faith is strong, and I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
How has your faith shaped how you serve your clients, your guests, and some lead as a team leader and walk in your business? How has your faith done that?
Well, and you know this, being a salon owner yourself, we wear a lot of hats. And so when we do what we do, we don't really realize how God sends people or puts people in that chair.
Yes. That
are going through more than issues with their hair. So you got to be rooted. You got to have something, because like I said, people will pull on you all day. So I have to stand strong in my faith and know that, of course, from a professional level, there are some things we don't get into with our clients, but they know when they come in here that they're not going to get a bunch of drama. They know that the environment is safe. The place is going to be clean. We're going to get a little bit of gospel music in. We're going to get a little jazz music in. And I discuss things, and they are involved as well with the things that I do with volunteering for the Halloween things for the kids, where I put on all these crazy costumes. The young kids that I work with that I try to help get jobs. My clients see me wanting to give back to the community, and they know that I volunteer at the church. So they in return pour back into what it is that I'm trying to do, so that I can bless other people and they in return receive that blessing. And as a businessman, they know that I'm all about improving good customer service. You know, that's my number one thing. We've gotten so far away from a thank you, or, you know, thank you for just being my customer, or a little drop in.
Appreciation.
Yeah, just a little appreciation every now and then, a little discount here, there. So, you know, they think more of me than what I think of myself from a leadership standpoint. But I never thought, at one point I used to be an introvert. Some of the things that I've done or that I'm doing now, like having this salon, it's just been stair steps. And all of a sudden I have people coming up to me all the time now saying I'm this and I'm that. I say, you know what, I appreciate that compliment, but I just want to do what God asked me to do and be humble about it. It's not about me, but I appreciate it.
You know, that's
7 years ago, we started with a vision to impact, to transform, and to elevate.
I give my what? My all, because you don't know who's sitting in that stage, who's sitting in that audience, who gave their what? They last dime to come to a class, and it's not up to us to play with their money or their time at all. It's up to us to say, listen, she just lost her salon, and she coming here for what? Help. She just lost her clientele, and it's not what? The same. So it's something, if we don't do nothing but give somebody a positive word, a positive what? It can cause them to go out and what? Ignite. That's what we're for.
Year one was make room because the foundation had to be laid. Year two was revealed because
September
became
we
clear.
ran it back, but just from the safety of your own home, and that's going to be virtually.
Year three was stretch, and we pushed beyond limits.
Sometimes you gotta get not in one position, but sometimes you gotta get just like this. And I said, Lord, I'll come to you as humble as I know how. I want everybody to get on their knees just for 1 second. And if you can't get on your knees, just get in a position where you're gonna tell the Lord something that you're grateful for right now.
Year four was breathe because growth requires breathing, resilience, and faith. Year five was believe because nothing moves without belief.
When we start talking about the word move means you got to move and shift, not standing still. And so I felt like we were standing still before, and now we are officially moving.
And year six was victory. We saw triumph in every challenge. And now year seven, restore. So many people who have came to Mpulse Summit said the Mpulse Summit has changed their life. They came there empty, but they left full. That this is more than an event, it's a movement. To those who have walked in this journey with us, thank you. To those who will join us this year, get ready. This is not a summit. This is Mpulse. Year 7, the year of grace, the year of restore.
You know, John, the more I look over things, it just reminds me of how good God is. And as I look through, you know, my history of being involved with so many people and touching people and people touching me, it just reminds me of why we are here right now. You know, all the years we've been knowing each other and the connection that we have from whether it's here or whether it's in Vegas or where we're at, we've always had a connection. Yeah. And your faith walk is so strong that there's somebody out there, you know, we talked about the new generation, but there's somebody out there that does not have the full faith that you have. What keeps you filled up? What keeps your faith filled up?
I'll be honest with you. Things like the Mpulse Summit, educational classes, and not just your basic cutting class, your basic color class, things like these conventions and summits. They have poured so much into me over the year, and God has shown me through these type of events, like you're putting together now, the Year Restore, and it's not an accident that I was actually able to attend this year, because unbeknownst to you, I have just really been going through it. Got my boxing gloves on. I've just really been battling the devil, just battling. And then when you came out with your summit this year on Restore, I was already thinking I needed to be restored, put back to where God would have me to be. Not that I was at the bottom of the barrel, but I knew I needed it. I knew it. And so education has always been something that pushed me, because no one person, I don't care how big you are, no one person knows it all.
No.
And the fear that the younger generation, I would like to tell them, you're going to have some doubts and some fears in this industry, but you've got to learn to fight that fear, because fear confines you. It holds you in a place where you can't grow or be restored. It chokes you. It takes all of your breath out. And that's not where God would have you to be.
Yeah.
So you got to start looking at people and attending these educational classes, these summits, because every time I attend any class, whether it's motivational, whether it's just a basic color, I leave with knowledge. Yeah. And knowledge is powerful.
That's it. And the new connection, because when you walking into the room of the Regroup Tour that we did in Colombia, it was an experience that we were able to open up doors, and people was like, man, I tried not to come, but I'm glad I did. What out of that Regroup Tour impacted you from that experience?
It was seeing all the things that I was so used to at one point in my career that had kind of had to be put on the back burner. Not that I didn't know that they were there, but we get so caught up with the clients. And if you're an entrepreneur in the sense, or a professional in the sense of a serious professional, you have to learn how to multitask a lot of things with this industry while keeping your customers happy. Yeah. So when I got there, I pressed my way and I got there and I sat down, and I'm gonna tell you, from the motivation to the finances, just to everything that was being poured on me, because right now I'm in a transitional state. My salon, thank God, is paid for, but now I've got to rebuild. Yes. I've got to restore. So the financial aspect, the motivational, the spiritual aspect, I already tell you, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to walk in that room for that spiritual aspect and be able to sit in my chair. I might just bust all out just to get in there. But it was everything that, and it was some people don't like large settings, but that intimate setting, and we gotta stop. We gotta stop this walking in a place like we all armored up and we can't let nobody see. We going through all that stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. Half the time, everybody that are in these classes, in these rooms, going through these classes, everybody's going through something. Everybody got some stuff. Everybody got some stuff. You might not want to tell me what your stuff is. I'm okay about that. But everybody got some stuff.
And what we have to realize too, we got to learn to face it.
There you go.
Face the fact that you have fear.
Right.
Face the fact that you're scared. Face the fact. But once you face it, then you can go forward through it.
There you go. That part. But you got to face it.
Everybody, I sit here, I'm telling you, everybody got a story to say.
That's right.
All the time, Michelin, I want to come, but this is happening, but I'm going through this, but it's something that's pulling this in the atmosphere that we got to have a breakthrough and say, all right, but that's enough.
Yeah, I didn't have enough of that.
Listen, you play with me a little bit too long. I'm done playing. I got my boxing gloves up, and my pastor just talked about that. He said, put your hands. He said, we surrender. I got to fight.
That's right.
I'm going to fight your battles. Long as you put it on me. I just finished writing God a Dear John letter. God, I need you to build up in me a clean heart and restore me.
That's right.
You wrote a love letter to God.
That's right. That's right.
And he can read it upon tables and say, listen, I'm telling you, it's me. I'm over here right now crying. I'm over here right now struggling. I'm over here right now saying, I know what I love to do, but it's not loving me right now. It's somebody there listening. They tired. They unsure of their place in the industry. They want to give up. They don't feel like it's a fit for them. what would you say to that person to restore their faith on their journey walk that they're in right now? Because people they're putting the wrong glasses on.
You're right. You're right.
They're looking at somebody else's life instead of saying,
right.
oh, this don't belong to me. Oh,
Right.
no, these not my glasses.
Yeah.
That's why I can see. I'm trying to look through somebody else's lenses.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
see, you've got to be careful, because that's a trick of the enemy. And when I say that, please understand, if you're not a very spiritually wrapped person, or you're not that staunch a believer, that can come at you in different ways. And when I say that, I mean, they're going to be like, oh, why are you going to that class? Why you want to spend your money and do that? Girl, you can go on YouTube and do this. Man, you can go down the street and Bobby show you that. I can teach you that. But see, when you got those kind of people in your ear, they're not for your growth.
Say that.
They don't understand that path that God is putting before you. So you got to learn I prayed several years ago. I said, God, give me a spirit of discernment, where when someone says something to me, I don't have to go ham on them, but I know where that voice is coming from. Get away.
That's it.
Because a lot of people are not trying to go where you're trying to go. And you got to understand, it's okay. It's okay for you to leave Bobby back there, because, see, you can't make people do what they don't want to do.
You can't.
You can offer. Hey, God gives us a choice. We even have a choice. So for that person, I would say, hold on and find someone who you feel that you could share that with. If you can't feel like you can't wait after your prayer, because some people can't, like, oh, well, I got to talk to somebody. I got to have that physical person here. But yeah, you got to look at the person you're going to with that. You need to get with somebody who's going, that's got that connection.
Yes, it.
That wants to see you grow, that doesn't mind feeding you good oats, good wheats, good water.
That's it.
Filling you up to help you push past that roadblock you at. And we all have them. We all have them. So, but the moment you push past that roadblock, I'm telling you right now, watch God. When you say nay to all that other stuff and say, you know what, I'm press my way. Because I can only imagine the number of people you helped with the summit last year. When you made that, I saw you on Facebook talking about how somebody paid for somebody, then other people chimed in. And that's how God works. And it just started hitting. It just started hitting. People were being blessed.
They were.
So you gotta get yourself around like-minded people. You're not gonna go anywhere with someone who's not trying to go where you're going. And you got to ask God to help you understand that language. What is it about me that they saying I shouldn't do this? And then that you listening to it. It's crazy. So you got to learn to reach beyond your breaking point. You might be right there on the edge, but you got to say, you know what, God, in all sincerity, you might have to lay prostrate before the Lord in your room. Get on your knees, whatever. But you got to be real about this thing. This thing is real.
Real.
It's real.
You know, I'm in tears over here because I remember one time Mel seen you at church, and he said, John said, check your Cash App.
Yeah. Yeah. I love you, Mitch. I love you. And I appreciate you.
And it was a Sunday and I was driving, right?
Mm-hmm.
You sent me close to $600 because it was the price of a ticket. You just sent it out of the blue. That touched me because you wasn't coming to the summit. You came across Mel and you said, and Mel said,
yeah.
And I'm like, he did? See, it's things like that people don't recognize the fight. But you recognize the fight, and you recognize that you want to bless somebody, to bless somebody, to bless somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and there's so many people that's not givers. They want
to take.
Everything a take. Taking should be that should hurt.
Yeah.
You don't snatch.
Yeah.
to give. And
That's
you
it.
gave unselfish. You gave not knowing. You just gave.
Without a doubt, without questioning at all.
Without question. Luke 12:48 is one of your favorite scriptures.
Yeah.
Does that shape you in the way that you carry on responsibilities in your business?
I'm going to tell you that because that scripture says, to whom much is given. And please understand, your much could be your car, your much could be your finances, your much could be your children, your family. But every time I get frustrated or I feel the enemy trying to attack me, or I hear myself complaining about something in the salon. And then I said, you know what? I said, God didn't have to do this for you. I remember when I lived off $20 for 2 weeks and I walked to work in the dark, 4 o'clock in the morning. And my mother struggled with cleaning hotels and me wanting things I couldn't. I remember those things. And I remember her telling me all the time, son, whatever you do, you listen to what God tells you. Don't you get caught up in all this other crazy, because it's not going to last. So when I sit down and I go to gripe about something simple like, oh, this guy that did this and I have to shut up and say, you know what? Listen to you. God has given you a salon that's paid for. Your home is paid for now. He allowed you to pay your mother's mortgage, your salon mortgage, and your home mortgage, and a car note. He blessed you with all of that. So what are you complaining about? He blessed you with this to be a blessing. So to whom much is given, much is required of me. And that requirement be, I'm not going to go crazy, but I'm going to give. I am a giver. Understand what your personality is. But when people know you are a giver, you will attract a lot of takers.
Yes.
So you got to know who to give and when to give. That's where you go back to that spirit of discernment. So a lot has been required of me. And I'll try to help anybody I can, any way that I can. And that's just it. I go to bed every night and I sleep well. And that's not because I don't have problems, but because God has shown me his grace and his mercy. And every time there's been an issue that I was worried about, he told me, hey, you cast your cares on me. And when I found that when I cast my cares on him, he took care of it. I got a nephew right now strung out in the streets. My sister's a wreck, crying about him all the time. I said, honey, let me tell you something, baby. The only thing I can tell you is you got to give that to God. Because see, we can't fix what's broken in people. Only God can fix what's broken in you, but you got to be willing to open up, give him that opportunity. You got to get with like-minded people. I see you, I see what you're doing. And when I look at you, Mitch, I don't see nothing but God bless it. Look at God, just doing it. Just doing it. And if I had people say, oh, well, Mitch isn't with such and such and such, I said, you don't need to worry about where Mitch is. Because I can't tell you, God is with Mitch. You can think whatever you want to think. But this I know for a fact.
For a fact.
Yeah, and you shut that down. When somebody come at you with some crazy about somebody that's doing something, you shut that down. And they won't come at you out their mouth or their face looking twisted and crazy. I got people right now, don't approach John about such and such and such, because I'm going to shut it down.
That's it.
And everybody can do something. Education, I'm going to pour into the summit. I got a couple of other classes I got to take, but it's enough out here for everybody.
Exactly.
But when you get it, you got to remember to whom much has been given, much is required. So I can't complain, babes. I can't complain. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul.
5,
Regroup tours are happening and they're coming to a city near you. If you would like to be a part of our premium network and educational event, just giving you a little taste, a little sprinkle about what Mpulse is going to be bringing to you in September, then look for this. You can simply buy tickets on mpulsesummit.com, or again, they're on stanstore/Mpulse Summit.
7 years ago, we made room. Then came the victory. Now it's time to restore. Charlotte, North Carolina, September 27th through the 29th. Prepare to rebuild, revive, and restore everything the locusts have eaten, as promised in Joel 2:25. This is more than a beauty summit. It's a transformation spiritually, personally, and professionally. Find your tribe and reconnect to a new life source for your beauty profession. Bring your spouse, because we're restoring the entire family. Men, experience the powerful men on Paul's gathering, and women, embrace your journey. And together, we unite in spiritual gatherings like Sunday Pulse and The Release. Elevate your experience with our signature VIP pass, where the entire weekend has your name written all over it. Literally, Mpulse Summit 2025, Charlotte, North Carolina. Register now for the Mpulse Summit Restore 2025, mpulsesummit.com. Register now for the Mpulse Summit Restore 2025, mpulsesummit.com.
You know, I watched that video and I see so many great faces. I'm just sitting here shaking my head because earlier I wrote down move and jump. And then you said watch God. And I put watch God above that. And then I read and I said, it says watch God move or we jump. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm always finding a place that is right come down. Like I got notes of what people say, because it's just a reminder of how good God is and how He has put us together. It is Restore 2025. It is time for us to rebuild, revive, and restore. September the 27th through the 29th. We're going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, at the Hilton at the airport. It's a 3-day experience. It's a 3-day family reunion. It's a spiritual, personally, and professionally. We got classes and sessions, VIP events, spiritual enrichment gathering is what they call it. And we want you there in the building. It's our signature VIP, and we only have 10 seats left. Actually, we are sold out, you might as well say, for this signature event for the VIPs. We are talking about now, join us. This is where Mr. John T. Elliott is running. Or if you want to get in the room, especially $299, it's going to get you all the classes at Mpulse Summit: Network, Night Lock-In, Sunday Pulse, Spiritual Release Gathering, Intimate Classrooms, Workshops, and more. So just get in the room. $299 will get you in the room. And we're so excited that you are a signature VIP, John. And there's so many facets. Yeah. We've added the cocktail hour with the coaches. We added the popcorn special event. So it's things that we're going to be doing there. So John T. Elliott Salon, everyone, is in Columbia, South Carolina. It's John T. Elliott Professional Hair Design and Day Spa, 1004 Fontaine Road in Columbia, South Carolina. So if you're looking for one of the most professional, faith, consistent individuals that cares about hair, 35 plus years in the industry. He's a community leader. He's a man of God. He's a driving force behind so many things. He's done from celebrities to anyone that's walking. I've witnessed it and I know for a fact, but he stays so humble to the unreal. Some people think, who John think he is. I know he's a child of God. That's what I know. Yeah. And that's one thing they can't say is that. You know, so the Summit theme is a reflection of restore. And like you said, this theme this year, you heard it, you've seen it, but there's a word that you also heard. What does that mean to you? What does restore mean to you at such a time as this?
For me, with everybody just going through, and sometimes I'm a little analytical. I looked at COVID and such a dynamic shift took place during COVID for a lot of people. And I thank God for me that I was in just such a good and peaceful place that I was able to get some to really be honest with you, some more alone time with just me and God and everything that's going on in my life. You know, I think a lot of people got bent up out of shape about COVID, but that really was a good time for a lot of people to just sit back and reflect and regroup and try and look at what is going on with me. And so I think about how the industry has changed with the younger stylists or people in the beauty industry coming up. And a lot of people say, oh, you know, well, you're tight, you're stuck in your ways. But no, I believe in merging young with the older experience. Because I can go into a school right now, a cosmetology school, and literally walk in there and learn something from someone who has just started.
Yes.
And I've been in the industry 35 plus years.
Right.
Whether it's a certain way to curl or a certain way to do a technique. But everybody got so messed up during that time, like they weren't able to, they just poured out or drained out or just lost it. And so I was during that time thinking, how can I need for me to get back to where I was. Business-wise, excitement-wise, I still love doing what I'm doing, but I felt a pull and a weighing on me. And when I heard you say restore, and restore to me is me looking at how I was when I was gun-ho in, hitting it, excited about hitting it, getting it, you know, just looking for the next whatever. And I kind of started still there, but I kind of started going down a little. And I was like, when you hit that time, you said the summit in this year is restore. I said, you know, God, that's what I need. I need for you to restore me, to put me back, to rebuild me, to pour back in me so much of what I poured out. And I need to go to some, because I need to be restored, you know, in my cutting, in my coloring, in my techniques, in the industry, in the business part, in the finances. You know, so many of us, I spoke to a stylist today to share with you about a friend of hers who was a stylist for years down at ATL. She put no money in thing. Now she's divorced and is at an age of 60-something with no Social Security. And has just found herself trying to get a job somewhere so she will be able to get something. So it's those type of things that when you come to the summit, you know, when you come to the Mpulse Summit, when you guys were there for that little session, it was like, okay, oh yeah. You know, somebody told me, well, you know, I'm not going to be able to do this right now because I'm out. I was trying to get it all. I bought the teddy bear. I wanted the book, you know.
And I've seen that behind you.
Yeah, it's time to restore. It's okay, come on, God. We're gonna restore. We're gonna restore. And when you restore me, I'm gonna help pour and restore some other people.
That's it.
And we're just gonna make this thing keep going. Because at the end of the day, I need you, you need me. We all need each other to make it.
You need each other.
But people don't want to believe that. Like you said, it's bigger than hair. It's bigger than hair.
Yeah. It's bigger than hair. That's why I tell people, it's not about learning a technique, but it's about touching each other.
That's right.
Being able to pull each other up out of our own misery.
Yeah.
Pity party. That's why I tell people, don't invite me to that party.
That's right.
I don't want to be invited to a pity party. I don't want to be a part of it. Oh, woe was me. I don't want, because you don't know what I'm going through. I'm trying to fight my way out of my own party.
Right. And they're trying to dump on the yoke.
Exactly. You're trying to dump on me when I'm trying to tell you, listen, we have to stay focused.
Yeah.
We have to stay forward, because watching over the years how things have changed and shifted. And then we look at God. I wake up every morning, first I say, God, you did it again.
Amen. Amen.
You did it again because somebody didn't make it.
That's right. That's right.
And you understand what that meant as young people. You know, when we was young, when grandma said, you know what, God, I thank you, you did it. You're like, what's grandma talking about?
Yeah.
But you realize what he meant. Like, God, you got
That's
me
right.
over, you got me under, you got me, you know. And so restoration, do you think that the new generation of beauty professionals need more that right now?
Because for the simple reason they want to, and here again, like I said, I love technology for all it's good. But there's also another side to technology, because all of the younger stylists now, they don't know how to even communicate to customers. They don't engage the customer anymore. You know, so you need to come to Mpulse Summit so you can be restored and show how to do what you do now, current, and add some old school to it.
Let me tell you something.
And that's gonna carry you places.
That's gonna take you, if they realize that what they have now with this generation of stylists compared to what we had then, if they put that together,
they'll be awesome. But they're having a hard time.
Yes.
They're having a hard time all the way. You can bring your technical skills in with personality, customer service, just caring about somebody. It'll take you, because when I was let me tell you one thing, Mitch, I watched you and I watched other professionals that I respected and admired in the industry. And what I tell people is, you know who you are, but look at Mitch, look at Paul Robinson, look at Deidre Clay, look at some of those people and I like this about Mitch. I like that about Paul. I like that about Deidre Clay. And combine them with what is your A thing about you. And that's how you build your brand. You know, it's not taken, it's really complimentary, because, hey, Mitch, I learned I'm like this because I got this part of you to add with me.
Yes.
I got this Deidre from you. You know, and when we're talking about branding, that was the first thing I had to think of. These young kids now, they just think, oh, if I'm well known for lash, they don't do no sanitation properly. I mean, it's just crazy. So take the basic old school skills and combine it with the new.
You know what I call myself? I said I'm an old school stylist with a new school twist. Because
that's it.
Of them, and I tell them, you may outdo me with the cuts, you may outdo me with the styles and all, but what you won't outdo me with is customer service and professionalism.
There you go. That part right there. Because they don't care anymore. It's sad. It's sad.
Yeah.
I go into schools. How you going to be a hairstylist? You come to work, your hair not even done.
Yep.
I'm like, wow. This is what we doing, and the industry has lacked standards. You know, I have a hard time getting stylists because the word on the street in Columbia is, oh, he's hard to work for. Well, no, I'm not. I just believe every business should have policies and procedures, and you got to have some standards. You got to have standards.
They're allowing someone to talk them out of an amazing experience, right?
Right.
Same thing that what they say about you, same thing to me. Like, oh, you know, but I have standards.
And you got standards.
Someone who has been under me cannot say that they didn't take something or 2 or 3 things from me.
That part.
I'm gonna make sure you may not like how I say, you may not like what I say, but understand it's coming from a good place.
Right.
You will want to be under someone like that can train you, that can mold you, that can show you. That's
advise.
I want to turn this over to you because the mistakes I made here, I don't want you to make them.
That part.
That's what I want to do. I want to be under somebody that's hard. Like I told a young lady that's coming to the summit that's doing micro links and all these things that specialists out of. I said, listen, I'm gonna take your class. I want you to be hard on me. Yeah, I want that. I want you to tap me and say, no, that's wrong.
Right.
I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? But I want to know. I want to know. What do you say to other seasoned stylists, seasoned professionals that's out there who may be a little bit skeptical about industry events, mixing ministry? Why would you consider making space for restoration?
I would tell them, don't get caught up like everybody now with YouTube and Google and everything. I'm not saying that there's not a place for that, but you're missing out when you get that experience. When you come to a summit such as the Mpulse Summit, where you have other individuals who are skeptical, or just like, they were just like you, skeptical, didn't think, and when you get that you see that bond and that click, hey, there are other people here just like me, and you see that someone's giving you something that the average person isn't going to give you, your mind is going to be blown. So you got to push and go to the Mpulse Summit, and then you're gonna get your soul gonna get fed a little bit, your mind gonna get fed a little bit, your body gonna get fed a little bit. You covered. I mean, the summit has you covered all the way around, scattered, smothered, and covered.
That's it. All
So
because
just come. Don't listen to nobody else. Come, see it, experience it for yourself. I'm here to tell you, you will not regret this experience.
I always tell
You're talking to two people that went to old school Dudley.
John,
so we know what we're talking about.
So what is a professional expectation of you for being restored, like spiritually, personally, or professionally at this year's summit?
First of all, I'm expecting the energy level that I did have to be returned back to me. I'm expecting to meet a bunch of other like-minded individuals that I can network with, and we can share situations and things with. Personally, I'm looking at bonding with everybody. Spiritually, when we get together, God gonna do what he gonna do, and he gonna bring it. And you're gonna get the professional side from all the people that you're gonna see, that you're gonna be like, whoa, you know what? They dealing with some of the same stuff I was dealing with. And you're gonna see that transformation. For a lot of people, you're gonna see that transformation take place right there at the summit.
In your face.
In your face. Gonna be on 10. They're gonna be on 10, they're gonna be lit.
Yes. I mean, we ran around the room.
That's right.
Pastor finished with everybody, and then we all get together. Like I said, especially at the restore at the end, we laid out.
That's it.
Fill me back up. Fill me up.
All the way.
All the people like, listen, I stayed another night because I couldn't get on the road. I stayed, listen, I tell anybody, you might not want to leave because Mondays, that event, that release is powerful. Church service, classes, when you walk in the room, the different people who we bring in. That's
right.
Like, we are bringing special people that is also carrying God with them.
Yeah, that level. And when I think about restoration, I said, just look at those first 4 letters, rest. Don't add the restoration. Let's look at rest. Now, you come in there to kind of get your little rest, but when you put that oration, when you put that restoration onto that rest, you're gonna be lit up. You ain't gonna want to rest when you come back.
Yeah, you done made me write that one down now.
Look at that, that rest. You coming to get some peace, some energy, some food. You're coming to be restored, to be rebuilt, for God to put you where you need to be. And you got to open that mind. Open your mind, because you got to believe.
Yeah, gotta believe.
But I'm gonna tell you this: when you get done with that summit and you come back and you're renewed and restored, watch what God gonna do for you. Yeah. And you're gonna be calling Mitch up. Mitch, let me tell you what happened. And
that's what happens every year, even now. Like people, one young lady, I seen her in a premiere. She said, "Oh, I'm coming because I came in and I was gifted." And I walked out there, she said, now on my own salon, She was just giving us all the testimonies of things that has happened to her in her life, right? From just being in the room. I'm going to tell you right now, if there is someone looking for a safe space to work at, someone's looking for somebody who's going to pour into you, get you equipped for real life.
Real.
Not that fake stuff that you see.
That's right.
got them likes and followers and all this
That's
other.
right.
We talking about real deal. You need to be contacting John T. Elliott. Stop listening to what other people say.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the same people that's not going anywhere. Listen to somebody who's going somewhere, who's doing something, who is guaranteed to show you something. 35 plus years, John T. Elliott. I'm not saying that just because I'm saying it, because I've watched this man walk. I followed him, and there were some things I took back after I went to his salon. I'm like, man, I like the way he do this, I like the way he do that. Like, it was things that you did, from having separate spaces to do. Like, he showed you what it meant like to be a business solopreneur, entrepreneur. He showed you a day spa. Come on, day spa that you can come there and feel relaxed, because anytime you think of the name spa,
Right.
That's already saying my clientele is going to be different. Don't call me
right.
No.
That's right. That's right.
I am a cosmetological entrepreneur, and this
Entrepreneur.
is amazing.
That's right.
To have been a Dudley, got his education, went to Kinderschule, got his education, and still getting his education.
Always, always, always. The industry changes so much. It changes constantly.
And you got to be willing to change with it. You got to be willing to say,
right.
get out your own way. Like
That's
I said, say, move or move out the way.
That's right. That's right. Because a lot of us are our own worst enemies. A lot of us get in our own way. We're in our own way. And it's always been my goal here to bring people in. And I tell them, hey, I don't want you to do what I do. I want you to do better than what I did.
What than me?
Let me, because see, the things that I had to learn, like Mitch, back in the day, we paid thousands of dollars for class. Now they don't even want to pay no money for a class. Just pull up a YouTube. Yeah.
What you pay? Well, I mean, what you charge or what y'all charge at Mpulse, that's for one day. Some events. Some people pay thousands of dollars for one day, 4 hours.
That's it. That's right. That's right. For a 4-hour class.
Get your priorities in order.
Mm-hmm. And the clothes and the jewelry and all the cars and all that stuff. Hey, look, if you start in this industry young, listen to me. Whoever's listening, if you're young, right out of high school, and you're passionate about doing this industry is such a large industry when it comes to being able to be wealthy and being able to have retirement and set up stuff. You come straight out of school, you get somebody behind you to show you what to do, and you stay the course. Like, by the time you're 35, hey, you don't put your money in, you be set.
Listen, John, you know what has happened too in the last 2-3 regroups that we've done. One was in Winston, one was in Columbia, one was in Charlotte. We came across some young girls that's fire. I'm talking about, I'm watching them. They like sign me up, signature. I'm talking about young, 21, 24.
Yeah, they did it.
So, John, I said, where have you been?
Yeah, they getting it. Those are the ones that's getting it.
They want it so bad. And they have an old school mindset with a new school twist. They're doing it. And I'm so glad that we are able to pour into them more than anything.
Yeah.
So, John, you have been doing this. If somebody was to come to you to be serviced by you, what would they look forward to seeing you at John T. Elliott Day Spa?
So first of all, I believe that when someone enters your salon, it is up to you to greet them. Even if, like with my girls, I have booth renters, but I still will greet their customer and say, hey, thank you. I'm glad you chose the salon. Hope you find everything. So they're going to be able to expect security, a clean atmosphere. I got your refreshments for you here. You don't pay for nothing. You got your bottled water. You got your coffee, your tea. You got your little cable. You got your footstools to prop your feet up while you're under the dryer. You got some nice surround sound music. I'm going to give you the things that I've looked at other salons over the years and say, you know what, that's what I want. And that's how you go about getting that higher end clientele. People don't, look, all of us can do a little hair, but you throw a little nice atmosphere, a little bag of chips and a little cup of water with it, a little coffee, keep your place clean. Hey, it's a win-win.
It's a win-win. And everything that you're saying, I experienced that because when we prepped at your salon one time, like you said, the security, parking spaces galore.
Yeah.
Smell good, everything clean. You got retail. So you believe in sure that they keep their hair healthy. I've seen from the way you organize your rollers, to the way you have your dryer roll. Like, you know what I'm saying, John? I tell you, I pay attention. I'm like, dope. You know what I'm saying? And it's something. I was sitting in the dryer at your salon one time. I did my hair when we was on when I came there to speak at an event, and I had a speech written down. But under that dryer, God gave me delayed and not denied. Wow. And I said speech, and I rewrote everything. Everything I was trying to write, it wouldn't work, and it was because I had gotten delayed so many times on my flight, from my bags to me just trying to get there. But I got. But your place gave me a certain peace. Oh. Till I was able to scratch out all the other things, because my speech was, I was mad. So that speech was about the experience that I had, but I changed it around to delayed but not denied. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking around and the team is prepping the models and they're doing thing, and I'm like, delayed but not denied. And it just reminded me that we are in a season right now that things may be delayed coming to you.
Right. That's right.
But God said, I'm not denying you of getting it.
Right.
That's what he's saying.
Amen.
He's not stopping us from getting it. He's just slowing us down to realize it. So that's your 2025, Joel 2:25. It's time to get back all the things that we lost, that was stolen, that we gave away. It's restoration time, and it's September the 27th through the 29th in Charlotte, North Carolina. I cannot tell you enough. I am truly excited for the blessing that's about to happen. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited that you are in the building. When you see him at Mpulse Summit, go up to him, because John is such a lovable, touchable guy.
Oh, yeah.
Say, hey, Mr. John, I was wondering if, I call him coach because he don't mind putting people in the game real quick.
Oh, I don't.
So you're going to find him there. Y'all join us. Please join us, because it's something I can't even explain to you what's going to happen. Please join John at John T. Elliott Day Spa in Columbia, South Carolina. He's going to be there. Join him right now, and many other ones that's coming. There will be some other signatures of people that's going to be there. But John, he's going to be in the building. You'll be able to see him up close and personal. When I tell you he's a dresser, man, boy, dress now. Cold-blooded, get ready. So he's going to be at the boots on the ground, the whole event, everything. I'm excited. And I'm excited that you're my friend. And that
I love you. I love you, Mitch. I love you.
Made me cry. I was trying not to, but once again, you pulled it out of me, because you all reminded me why God chose me to do what I do.
That's right. And you keep doing what he chose you to do. So, I'm going to tell you one quick thing. I remember one day when I was walking in the store, and we as stylists, we talk all the time, but another thing that works real well, put you some positive affirmations up on the wall in your salon. It ain't got to be super holy, but something nice. I have a sign over my fireplace. I went browsing one day, and I ran into the sign, and I started tearing in the store. And the sign simply says, I still remember the days I prayed for what I have now.
Wow.
And it was just mind-blowing to bump into that going down the aisle. And it was the only sign in the store like that.
That's how it was with me with Believe last year. All things are possible for those who believe. Like that, it was only one. But it was last year. And then I see
it was meant for you.
In my car as well. So it's the connection. Right. I like that. I still pray today for today. Remember the days I prayed for what I have right now.
That's it.
That's awesome. You know, one thing I always say, and we always end and get off the phone with this, I love you. And
love
there
you
is
much, Mitch.
Nothing you can do about it. Y'all have an amazing
That's all right. I love you more. And if you need my help, I don't care. I paid, but hey, whatever you need, you got it from me, babe.
I love you, John.
Love you much, sweetie.
Have a good